Hey everybody, Manny Talavera here. If you're just joining us, we have got Skler Woodward and Vitaliy Pastura about to start. Going to be starting pretty soon. It looks to me like they're running a little bit late. They're just practicing right now, but they should be starting any minute, and we're going to get this thing off. We're going to take off here. Um, and hopefully we're streaming live. Do me a favor if you're watching for the first time, like and subscribe. I'm going to be here all week streaming matches. Um, yeah, so they're starting a little bit late. They just got the ring about a few minutes ago here, and they're going to hit a few balls, and then we'll be getting off the races here. This looks to be a pretty good match. These guys are pretty deep into this thing. They're about to get started. Here we go. I, I don't know what round this is. Um, Looks like okay. Looks like round 14. I didn't realize they had an update on the update first there. So we are in round 14 of the Derby City Classic 2026 Banks nine ball Banks division. We got Skylar Woodward and Vitaliy Pastor. My name's Manny Talavera. I'm going to be running the commentary for you all. I'm going to be here all week streaming matches. We're going to stream matches live. We're also going to stream some matches um, that came off earlier where there was no commentary, and we're going to stream those and add some commentary to them. But this looks to be a pretty good one. If you're just joining us, please do me a huge favor, like and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be here all week streaming matches. We're also going to drop some matches into the video file. We got a lot we're going to be bringing to you. Started this channel just a few days ago. I think this is my third stream. Been doing commentary for quite a while, but this is the first time I streamed on my own. And Vitaliy Pastora is going to be breaking off in round one for us here. Let's see what happens. He dropped the ball. He has a pretty good situation here. He can actually either cross this ball or pinch it. Both ways will work. And if he crosses it, he should be coming up for another shot if he happens to get this ball down. So let's see what happens here. And he 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 fell into the kiss. I really felt he could beat the kiss there. I was surprised he didn't get that ball down. Looks like he's banking this in the corner or to the side. It's deceiving what he's doing here. And it seems to me that these two players are both playing pretty tentatively based on the fact they're so deep and we don't know what the situation is with, who has a buyback or, either of them have buybacks or neither of them have buybacks. And that's going to also play into the situation here. But as we're seeing these later rounds, we are seeing the players tighten up a little bit and play lockdown pool, which is very, very interesting. From my vantage point, it doesn't look like this bank crosses, but it does. It went right by. I knew it looked to be very, very close. Cross side doesn't have to do much with this. This is pretty dead. It looks like he's struggling a little bit with what to do with the cue ball, but he should be fine here. Okay, looks like he's changing his mind here. Now look at this. He's banking this ball cross side, and this is very, very telling because both of those other balls would go. And what these guys are doing is they are literally playing lockdown pool. They're trying not to leave anything at all. And so they're picking balls they can shoot where they will essentially not leave much if they happen to miss. It looks to me like he does want to cross this ball. I mean, bank this ball back one rail. Probably drop the cue ball at the end rail here. Hit it pretty good. Came up a little short, it looks like. Now Skyler has, yeah, he has a bank here. Now let's see what he does with the cue ball. To me, from my vantage point, it looks like he's going to try and bank this ball one rail to the left and drop his cue ball right at right on the bottom rail down here. I tell you what, he went all out to make that ball. Now he can once bank this ball once back to the right and send the cue ball to the side rail and then down, which is what the path he will probably take here. He was playing all cue ball there. In these late rounds, these guys are just really not willing to give up anything. If you're just joining us, my name's Manny Talavera. We've got Skyler Woodward and Vitaliy Pastura in round 14 of the 2026 Derby City Classic Banks, 9-ball Banks division. And I tell you what, he turned that ball really, really well. He did. And he's crossing the 9, that looks to be the 9-ball in the corner. Score count is 2-0, Skyler in balls, 0-0 in game count here. Now he can cross this ball and he can put a little spin on it to beat the kiss, but I think that the concern is where the cue ball is going to end up. It looks to me like he wants to cross this ball and bring the cue ball bottom rail, side rail, and down here's the bottom cushion. And this ball does cross if he decides to take it on. He's playing it two on the side. Wow. You're just joining us. My name's Manny Talavera. I started the Poolaholics Network a few days ago. Uh, we're going to be bringing a lot of pool to you. This comes behind a book I'm writing, Poolaholics, 50 Years of Pool Gambling Stories, that will be out around the 14th of February, and we will have a link for you at some point. But the tech gods just haven't been working with me this week, so it's going to be a little bit of a delay on that. We're going to do a pre-sale for $5 for the PDF version of it, and it will be available on the 14th of February, around the 14th of February, on Amazon KDP. He's banging this ball once to the right, once to our left. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Now he can't cross this ball one rail in the corner. It'll be interesting to see if that's what he chooses and what he does with the cue ball here. He can also bank this ball once back, and that's what he's doing. This is fairly safe. If the cue ball goes left and to the left and toward the 9 ball, he's not going to leave much. He probably didn't want that ball to fall, and he dropped another ball there, and that really helped his cause. Looks to me like there is a bank here, free shot. Excuse me, I thought that was the score. That was the round line. That is the table line. So we are not round 14. I apologize. We are table 14, I believe. It's deceiving. Could be around 14, but I do know we're getting it deep in the rounds here. It's got to be around at least 11 or 12 at the very least. We'll see what happens here. It looks to me like he has just enough angle for this ball to cross. He's gonna be hitting this with a little speed. It looks like he's wanting to roll it and put a little top left on it to beat the kiss, and that's exactly what he did, it looks like. We are buffering a little bit here. I tried to film a Better Gorse match earlier today, and there were so many people trying to stream it. It just didn't work for us, so I had to let go of that match. Uh, he's going two with this ball, playing off cue ball there, pretty much. Now I think he can cross that ball to the on the rail over there the Skler just shot, or he can bank this ball down here to the left one rail once back. But they really are playing cue ball mostly here, and he's just rolling up on these balls. It looks like I don't think he's shooting here. Yeah, he's just rolling up and marrying them. Yeah, he hit that a little bit too brisk. Yeah, I'm sure he's very unhappy with the outcome of the cue ball anyway. Two rails. Look at his cue ball. If he didn't make contact with the 9 there, I think that ball was down. He hit it pretty good. If you're just joining us, we are 0-0 in game count, 2-0 in ball count. Skler up 2-0 in ball count against Vitaliy Pastura, and we're moving right along here. It's like he's shooting this ball and floating back down table like he did earlier. Just trying to get close to the end rail as he can down there. Like I said, when these guys get in these late rounds, I did not realize how much they tighten up. I mean, they're literally playing safe on every shot. He's sending this and coming once back, dropping back the bottom rail here. He probably is going to come off the 1 ball or whatever the ball is right down here at the bottom left and go 2 rails around and drop maybe 3 rails around even and drop on the end rail. Unless he finds an easier path. They come off the pack a lot too. But to me, coming off of that ball and going 2 rails or 3 rails makes perfect sense, and that's what it looks like he's doing here. If you're just joining us, I want to thank you all for watching the stream. He hit the gutter there. That's going to cost him. My name is Manny Talavera. I'm a former pool room owner turned marketer. I'm going to be streaming all week. We're going to stream live. We're going to do live streams, and we're also going to stream some matches that have been played early on. Skyler's looking to see. I think he was looking to see if that ball came back. I don't think that ball crosses, and I don't think he will shoot it. I don't think he would shoot it if it did cross. I think he's just playing the cue ball again here. He might be crossing it. We sure did. No, the line on that was deceiving. He almost chinned that ball. Again, my name is Manny Talavera. I want to welcome you to the 2026 Derby City Classic round 11 or 12 action at least. And we've got Vitaliy Pastura and Skler Woodward. He's banking this ball once back. He is actually shooting to make this ball. Doing that based on the table line. He really couldn't sell much out, even if he missed. Excuse me, the score, if I said the score line is 2-0, the score line is actually 2-1 right now. That Vitaliy had a scratch earlier. Playing this ball 4 rails. Look at this. I tell you, my understanding, and I've heard many people say, and I've watched for quite a while. I think Skler Woodward is the best player in the world at the 4 rail bank. He hits those probably as good as anyone. Get that one a little full. Score now 3-1 in ball count. 3-1 in ball count, excuse me. Now, Skler did leave a bank here. He is going to be banking this ball. And this is fairly free. The only ball he can really sell out is the ball that he's shooting at from the looks of the table. He's going to be drawing low left, coming back up table. And I can tell you, I can assure you he didn't want to run into those balls. He's crossing. Crossing the one ball, it looks like. And that ball did get down. He did get that ball down. We are buffering a lot here, people. I don't know what's going on. Score now four to -1. And he'll be banking this ball with a pretty much straight draw. He should hit this ball pretty accurate, even with the draw. He's going cross side with this ball. I expect him to do this pretty accurately. There's nothing really highly unlikely he's going to lose the match, lose the rack from this if this ball happens to not go down. But he's changed his mind. He's going to go once back to the left here. Drop the cube off the end rail. I was about to say, if he's going to thin off the ball and go back down table, but he's not doing that. He's actually banking this, but he's playing to bank. He's banking this ball. He called it once back. He's crossing it. You got a kiss. That's probably going to hurt him. Because I think this ball crosses. Jen, there you go. Thank you very much. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. At the end of game one, scores 1-0 in favor of Skler Woodward. Skler will be breaking off and get rack 2 here. If you're watching this live, I want to thank you all for watching the stream. We really, really appreciate it. Like I said, I'm going to be here all week. We're going to commentate quite a few matches. We'll be dropping a lot of value in the Poolaholics Billiard Network here over the next 5 to 7 days, and we've got a lot more in store for you. We've got a lot of surprises coming. So stay tuned. Definitely hit the like and subscribe button here. We've got a lot of gambling matches that we're going to be posting later on as well. Yeah, he's banking this ball back to him. And maybe not. He calling this 2 rails? I think that's what he did. I think he's playing this two. I don't understand that. It don't make any sense. Why wouldn't he just bank the other ball? I mean, he's got to be banking this right back to him, right back underneath him. Once back. Here we go. And he hit it perfect. I think when what it looked like he was pointing at that pocket. He wasn't pointing at the pocket. He was actually lining up the bank apparently. He's going to be crossing. He could shoot that ball. That's what he's doing. He's banking this one once back to the left as well. Here we go. Nah, he can actually um, cross this ball or turn it in and bend it a little bit. He bent it. He hit it perfect. You're just joining us, ladies and gentlemen. The score is 1-0 in games, 2-0 in balls. Skyler's leading in games. Uh, Vitaly's leading in balls here. Don't know what round this is. He's banking this one right back underneath him. Yeah, he let that one get away from him a little bit. And that's going to leave a mark. That ball fell a little bit further than I thought it would. It still banks. Not quite as easy as it would have been if it had stood up. Yeah, he's crossed. He's banking this ball one around the corner. That's going to leave a mark there. He's going to hit this ball with inside, hold it up, and bank it right back to him underneath him, and he's going to hit this one. He probably is going to hit this ball pretty firm to get it to choke back just a little bit. These guys like to pace balls so that if they miss it, it hangs. But he's got to hit this one a little bit firm to twist it back. There we go again. The table's just jumping on us. But he didn't get that ball down. He did get the ball down. Yeah, that ball went. Table's very, very deceiving. The screen's jumping on us a little bit. Looks like he was playing mostly cue ball there. So just to go over that with you, the score is 3-0 in balls. Vitaliy 1-0 in games. Skyler Woodward. About to say he's probably going to just drop this cue ball back down. Yeah, the stream is freezing up quite a bit here. There may be quite a few people streaming this. I'm a little bit surprised at that. There are a lot of other good matches going on. Tony Chohan was playing. There are a lot of people streaming in that one. Um, but this is one of the later matches. So it's one of the first earlier evening matches out there. So there could be quite a few people streaming it. He's crossing this ball one rail. He's spinning this ball and coming back down, it looks like. Yeah, a lot of respect these two guys are giving each other. He's calling this once back. He called this once back. Um, I think it's a fairly safe shot besides the scratch. Yeah, he hit that ball really well. Yeah, as long as besides scratching the side pocket, he really wasn't going to leave much of a return. I really looked for him to shoot one of these and go. I tell you what, they lagged that cue ball that first diamond on the end rail so well. I tell you what, he hit that ball really strong, shooting off the rail like that. And he acts like he's got something he wants to shoot at. We're kind of blocked here. No, he's rolling up on the balls, maybe. Yeah. See, I don't understand that. Um, I think there were a lot of things that he could. I mean, he could have. There's a lot of other things he could have done besides that. He freed this bank up, but he is up 4-1 in ball count here. But I expect Skler to knock this down. Okay, he's thinking better of it. He's not going to shoot it. He's going to roll into this ball and stick the cue ball right there to the side of those balls. Yeah, wow. I tell you what, he got the best of that with the bridge. He did really well there. Vitaly's just going to tap this ball, roll to the rail, and come back up and just marry him to the back of that ball there a little bit. Now he might have left a cross corner here. Um, uh, Skylar's not even looking at it. He's just pushing away and drawing back. Yeah, must have a lot of people streaming this because this is jumping an awful lot. You're just joining us. My name is Manny Talavera. We're watching Derby City Classic 2026 Banks 9-ball division. Skyler Woodward versus Vitaliy Pastura. Sky's up 1-0, and the ball count right now 4-1 in favor of Vitaliy. He's banking this cross corner up table and drawing his cue ball 2 rails probably here. See, I tell you, I think he should have went back there instead of forward. Um, Of course, he did get a little snake bit for this ball to get as good as it got. I thought he'd bank this ball cross side, and he's banking it cross. He's calling it cross corner back to him. He's sitting off this ball and rolling down table. I see what he's doing now. I'm very surprised he didn't shoot at that ball. Now, Skyler will either roll this in or roll it to the pocket and just stay right there. Yeah, he was trying to hook him. He was trying to get him with the corner pocket. Current score line's 4-1 in games. 4-1 in balls, excuse me. And like I said, we are getting a little buffering. And like I said, I think I would attribute that to the fact there's probably a lot of people streaming this. That's what happened earlier. When I tried to stream the Gorst match earlier today, I just got nothing. And when I was streaming the Josh Filler match, it was fine. We didn't have any buffering at all. Now the thing is, we are having it's extremely cold here, and we've got a lot of snow, and I do know that sometimes the weather will affect the stream, and uh, we're not that, like I said. So he scratched there. He's gonna come back one. I tell you what, that's a real reprieve for Skyler because he has a little bit more room to work with. I think he's looking at trying to cross this ball once back, once back to him over there. Yeah, he's coming off the balls and going either one rail straight back down or two rails. Coming off the bottom ball. He came off the top, two rails, back down table. I don't think he really got the cue ball down as far as he wanted to get it here. And Vitaliy can shoot here if he wants to. There's a shot, a couple of them. See what he does here. Well, I tell you what, he hit that ball well. I thought he had ginned it when it first came off. But they're just playing cue ball. Yeah, he's banking this cross side. I tell you, this is really, really thin. He might change his mind and go two. He's going one. Okay, he's playing the cue ball here. He's trying to stick the cue ball right there on the rail. Look at this guy. Now he can play offensive, make this ball crop, but once back to him down there to our left. If he wants to shoot it, it does go. See how he hits it. Now Skyler's in a position here where this ball is free. If he can bank this, if he can cross this, he can play it one rail or he can stiff it and just draw back. But he's not even going. He's not even taking it any kind of a chance. You're just joining us. My name's Manny Talavera. I created the Poolaholics Billiard Network a couple of days ago. When I got up this morning, I had officially 1 subscriber. I think that was me. And we are going to be here all week. I'm going to stream a lot of these. We're going to stream some live. We're going to stream some other recorded matches where there was no commentary. But we've had a lot of tech issues. And like I said, the weather has been bad here in Indiana, and that we're struggling with that a little bit. He's just coming off this ball and going straight back toward where he's at now. Probably the ball on the rail here. Yeah, there you go. Hit that ball pretty good. Yeah, I'm sure he's disappointed about that ball falling. And Skyler's going to take a break, it looks like. Scoreline is Skyler Woodward is up 1-0 in this game, in this match, and the ball count is 3-1 in favor of Vitaliy Pastura. My name's Manny Talavera. I'm going to be here all week bringing these matches to you. We've had a lot of tech issues, so we're not getting a lot of love from the algorithm on YouTube. I've made some changes before this match, and hopefully we'll get a few more viewers. Do me a huge favor and like and subscribe to the channel. We're going to be bringing matches all week to you, and at some point we will have a link for you all to pre-purchase the book, Poolaholics, 50 Years of Pool Gambling Stories. I've got hundreds of stories I'm going to be sharing. Book should be released the 14th of February. People who pre-purchase may get it a few days early. This book will be available on Amazon, KDP, in paperback, ebook format, and also we'll definitely do audio. I don't know if I'll do hardcover. I've been struggling with some health issues, and so might be the 21st, somewhere between the 14th and 21st. That's when I want to have it out. I'm about 7,500 words in now, and it'll be well over 30,000 words when I'm done. A few hundred pages, 150 to 200 pages, and that's what we're working on here. And like I said, I will be streaming all week. We've got a lot of matches we're going to be bringing to you. I will be out for a couple of hours tomorrow. But other than that, I'm going to try and be consistently streaming as long as we can find something to stream. The problem is, we're getting down here in the banks. We're getting toward the end of this thing, and they're starting the 1 pocket. And we will stream that as well as the 9-ball when that starts. So we're going to have a lot of pool for you. And then, like I said, I'm going to come back and I'm going to stream some of these matches live and do commentary on them. So you'll get commentary on stuff that's already been matches that have already happened. We'll do some commentary on some of these. And also, I want to thank each and every one of you all for watching. Even if we just got 2 or 3 or 5 of you out there, we do appreciate it. I have no idea how many are watching. I'm actually streaming through Zoom, and because I'm streaming through Zoom, I cannot see the comments on the YouTube, and I cannot see how many are actually watching the match. And the problem is because I'm streaming through Zoom, if I leave this screen, everyone goes with me who's watching, and so I want to kind of stay on this screen. But like I said, we're working our way through all the tech stuff, and I'll be with you all week. I've done a lot of pool commentary. I want to thank TV Mike for allowing me to do commentary. I've done commentary for him a number of times and commentated a lot with Troy Jones, who generally plays in this event, always places real high. And we're back to action, and Sky's banking this ball back. And I tell you what, he ginned that ball. 3-2 ball count. Now he's sending this ball, coming back, and he's trying not to make that. He does not want to make that ball. There you go. And he hit that really well. That Vitaliy really gave him a reprieve when he scratched there because that gives Skler a lot more air. Let get that stroke loose a little bit. See, you can tell he's very unhappy with that. Not only unhappy that he dropped the ball, but unhappy with the cue ball placement. Uh, Sky could tie this match up, tie this rack up 3-3 if he can get this ball down. I tell you what, he just doesn't miss those. 3-3 in ball count, ladies and gentlemen. 1-0 in game count. I tell you what, he hit that ball well. He's going to stand off this ball with some left, hit that side rail, and slide all the way down table. Yeah, from my vantage point, it looks like he may just touch the balls and stay there, but he could thin off of that ball and drop the cue ball on the bottom rail. He would hit about the second diamond to the left over there. And I wouldn't fool with jacking up here. It looks like he wants to stick right there, just draw the cue ball back. And I tell you what, you got the maximum out of that. That was a real good shot. But I'll tell you right now, Skler will not try to sit there. Skyler's going down table. I would be shocked if he does anything besides trying to get the cue ball to the bottom rail here. Yeah, he's going toward the first diamond. No, he got to the second diamond. That's where I thought Vitaliy should have went to. Now keep in mind the last two situations we've had here, Vitaly's accidentally knocked the ball in, and Skler has one rail jended in the corner. So he's going to have to be cognizant of that, and I'm sure he's going to be much more careful unless he purposely makes the ball and tries to get behind those two. And that's what he did. He didn't want to take a chance of thinning these balls and coming back down table because that didn't work out too well for him. Yeah, there's not much here. He just taps that ball, knocks it out, and sticks the cue ball right there. Same shot within reason. He's going to draw back. Yeah, that's perfect. Now Skler will draw back. Get this ball and draw back a little bit under that ball. Yeah, this situation is getting a little more serious. It looks to me like he can't come off the rail into the ball and back down, but these balls are going to somebody's going to have to open something up and get down table pretty soon here. Just joining us, I want to thank you all for being here. I want to thank each and every one of you all for watching the stream. I'm going to be here bringing you tournament matches all week. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. I'll be back after I'll stream matches early, I think, and then I will be back in the afternoon, and we'll go back to streaming. Looks like he's gonna knock this ball up table and draw. Just stick the cue ball on the end rail right there. I think this is dangerous. I think the thing is, even leaving the cue ball on the rail, you're gonna leave a cross side bank. Now it could be he's trying to do something else with the cue ball, but there are two different balls that bank. Oh, I see what he was doing. It looks like he fouled. We were kind of body hooked there. Yeah, he went back one. We were kind of body hooked. Made a really good shot there. Score now 3-2 in ball count. Hopefully we won't have so much buffer. Unfortunately, right now with all this buffering, we don't really have anything going on because uh, they've been down here in this corner for about 5 minutes now and really not doing anything, just basically coming off that ball and going to the rail. It looks like he's going to open this up and go down table, which is what we've been kind of waiting for. He's going to be going toward that first diamond over there, bottom. Yeah, well, I tell you what, he hit very good. I think he hit just short of the first diamond. Skyler's banking here. Cross corner. He left a cross side bank here. He's going to have to put something on this. Okay, no, he's crossing it, it looks like. It looks like he's crossing it and putting something on it. He might have to hit this with a little speed. Doesn't look like he's shooting it now. No, yeah, it doesn't look like he's shooting it. He's just sticking the cue ball. Wow. A lot of respect. I think at 3-2 there, he's probably supposed to shoot, but he's there and I'm not. So we're gonna have to agree with him because he's the player. If you're just joining us, my name is Manny Talavera. I want to thank you all for taking a look at the Poolholics Network. We will be here all week. I'm a former pool owner turned marketer. Done quite a few streams. This is the first time I've done a metric ton of YouTube, not YouTube, but metric ton of Zoom video and YouTube video, but just never streamed the pool matches before. YouTube isn't really cooperating with us very well, so we're not getting a lot of love on the stream, but we're going to continue to stream anyway and just assume it's going to work itself out. I assume he's crossing this ball on the side, and I think he should go all out to make this ball. He could get himself back in the game. Now he didn't make that ball, and the stream's jumping on us, and I assume he knocked the ball in when he made that bank. I'm assuming right now the score is 3-3 in ball count. He's making this cross side. He should get a good, yeah, he made that one. I was about to say he should get a good glove on that. Shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, that's exactly what's happened here. He's up 4-3 in ball count. There's a ball down that will need to be spotted if he doesn't make this ball. Yeah, and I thought he was supposed to shoot at that bank cross side. A little disappointing the stream's jumping on us and we're not seeing a lot of these banks. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. 1-1 in game count. I want to thank each and every one of you all for joining me on the Poolaholics Network. Be here all week. Vitaliy Pastura breaking off in game 3 here. Score tied at 1-1. You're watching the 2026 Derby City Classic 9-ball Banks Division. I have no idea what round we're in. I know it's up there. Round 10, round 11, round 12 maybe. Now, after watching this for, several matches, the best offensive situation they have is after the break. That's what it seems to me like, where somebody could really get loose and run some balls. He's making this ball cross corner, and if he gets this ball down, he should have plenty of opportunity here. Now he really needs to go. He needs to be playing to run out here because pretty much anywhere, if he draws back, he's going to leave a cross side, and if he goes forward, he's going to leave a cross side. Um, I mean, he could draw all the way back down table. He's going forward, it looks like, but he should be playing to run out here, I would think. I tell you what, he hit that ball good, and he was playing cue ball as well. Cross side, real opportunity for him here. Vitaliy Pastura, and he really needs to feel good about himself because I tell you what, he had game 2 in complete control, and it looked like it got away from him, and he was able to get it back. And he split the wicket with that ball. He's on 3, and this ball should cross pretty easy, and he could get all the way out here. If he makes this, he is going to come up with a cross side bank to finish this rack up. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. 4-0 on ball count. Scores 1-1 in game count, 4-0 in ball count. Vitaliy Pastura ran 4 balls there. I really thought he would get out if he made that cross side. Skler banking this ball once back. Not sure what he's looking at here. Okay, he's switching sides. I see what he's doing now. From here, it looks to me like Skyler's trying to run out. He's not going to play safe here. Well, he got fortunate a couple different ways. The first way he got fortunate is that ball fell. I think that ball, I thought that ball hooked him from banking this ball, but it looks to me like he does have a bank. He's shooting. No, he didn't. He went down. And that, like I said, if that ball wouldn't have fell, he would have had a dead cross corner bank. He's making this ball and going down table and back. You gotta be careful. Yeah, I tell you what, he got the maximum out of that. The bump helped him. He still got the cue ball down, and he put a ball on the spot behind that ball, so there's no bank there. Um, Vitaly's going to come off of this ball and go 3 rails and try and get close to where he's at now, it looks like. I tell you, he's just, it's just getting away from him some. And this is what happened the last game. He's going backwards, and I tell you, that could be a big scratch. Skler put a good stroke on this ball and draw and get it down. Um, he could stick there and maybe bank the ball on the spot. Wow, that's what he was doing. He was going across the ball on the spot. Yep, cross side. Here we go. Yeah, he doesn't quite like it. I tell you what, he does check his line a lot before he shoots. No question about that. Oh no. Wow. How do you like that? Do you believe that? He was up 4-0 on balls, and he's up 2-0 on balls now. And Skyler's absolutely back in this rack. One rail. Let's see what he does with it. Man, he ginned that ball. How'd he hit it? You had to expect him to hit that ball pretty good with the score line the way it is, and the fact Vitaliy scratched twice, and basically, I mean, Skyler's coming back from the dead here in this game. Now that's how I would look at it. Wow, he'll cross this ball, right? I mean, am I seeing things? No, it's not quite there. And he did really well with the cue ball. He's calling it once back, one rail in the corner. But I can tell you that this is the same thing that happened in the second game by Tally. You literally had control of the second game and scratched a couple of times in that game and was able to come back and still win that rack. So he can certainly do it again. Uh, he's He's playing really well, but he's been snake bit a couple of times on those scratches. He should put a good stroke on this. This is free because you can't really sell anything out. And there's really nothing to sell out there, even if you know, besides scratching, I guess. See, I would anticipate Skler to cross this ball one round in the corner and hit it well because, like I said, you the likelihood of giving anything up if you miss is low. About the only thing you can give up is the top ball or the bottom ball. Wow, he didn't even mess with it. He's squeezing now. Well, I'll tell you what it is Skylar was dead this rack down 4-0. The score's now 2-1, and he feels like he's got new life. And what he's going to do is he's going to punish Vitaliy for a few minutes and make him think about the mistakes he's made here. Now, I felt like Vitaliy got the maximum out of that shot. He hit good. He could have got the cue ball a little further down. Now Skylar's banking this ball cross corner. He's crossing it down to his right, our right. Let's see if he brings the cue ball back up table or if he stays down there to go ahead and try and run out. Well, I tell you what, he ginned that. He hit that one really, really well. He was playing cue ball. He got the cue ball all the way back down. So 10 minutes ago, maybe even less than that, the score was 4-0 this rack, and now the score is 2-2 in ball count. He's thinning this ball and taking the cue ball straight back down table. Same shot. Hey, he hit that pretty good. Look at that. I don't I don't think he's shooting here. He's gonna thin this ball and come 2 rails back. Skylar might shoot. He's got a couple of shots here. And he hits this ball really well with that straight draw where he chokes this ball back and the cue ball comes straight back down table. Well, I tell you what, he did really well with the cue ball. I mean, he just basically said he's going to trap him up. He will shoot this ball into the corner and draw his cue ball back and try and get it as close to where it's at now as he can get it. He's going to try and get underneath that ball. He's he's a little he's got a little bit he's got a small angle, so he's not shooting at it. He's going around. He's going to go the side rail into the bottom. See, I think he can get back underneath that 9 here. Or the 1, whatever it is. See, the concern here is if he doesn't get back, he's going to leave once back on the ball that he's shooting at. It's going to go on the spot. This shot works best if you can get the cue ball back underneath that ball. And I think he can get there. Yeah, see, he's given up on that idea going forward. But to me, I think he leaves more doing this than drawing the cue ball back, though. So it will be interesting to see what happens. I think Skylar's going to take this bank on. I really do. but he might not. Like I said, you know, Vitaliy was up 4-0 this rack, and he's up four, and the score's now 4-2. So he may continue to squeeze to see if he can't frustrate his opponent a little bit more. Game count 1-1, ball count 2-2. Skler Woodward versus Vitaliy Pastura. Derby City Classic 2026 Banks Division. 9-ball Banks. I think he's thin this ball and come. No, he did. He went ahead and shot. I tell you one thing about it. He got the maximum out of that. He didn't really. He left one bank. Okay, he left a couple of shots. Looks to me like Vitaly's shooting once back, right underneath him. Yeah, he's banking this ball right back to him. Now, what will be interesting to see is what he does with the cue ball. I mean, he might be shooting to run out here. He is. Yeah, man, he hit that ball so well. Yeah, he's going. 3-2 in ball count. Vitaliy up one ball. 1-1 in game count. He's shooting this once back here. Yeah, he's crossing this ball. It'll be interesting to see how he hits it. I tell you, I have no idea. I mean, it's deceiving to me. I don't understand how he can twist that ball that much there. I mean, he really bent that ball back a lot. They're all really good at that shot. I thought for sure he had to cross that ball. I mean, it must just be a lot of low inside kill to get the cue ball to do that. I tell you what, he almost got him. He tried to get him on under the pocket. I think Skyler's gonna be banking this ball. Again, if you're just starting to watch, just do me a huge favor. Hit the like and subscribe button. Um, Created the channel a few days ago, the Poolaholics Billiard Network. We're going to be bringing a lot of gambling matches to you later on. We got a lot in store. This week, I'm going to be bringing a lot of streaming and also a lot of recorded matches as well. I want to thank each and every one of y'all for joining me on the stream. Appreciate y'all being here. But I tell you what, Vitaliy, he's shown some resilience here. He was up 4-0, scratched a couple of times, and he's back on the case ball again here. Then this ball coming bottom rail, side rail, or bottom rail and then straight back down table probably would make a lot more sense. Once back. Here we go. Skyler's going to shoot at everything here. He ain't scared of nothing. See how he hits it. I tell you what, he got a little snake bit there. That ball doesn't fall. It hangs, and there's really nothing there. This is fairly free. Yeah, we're freezing up pretty bad here. Hopefully this is temporary. Yeah, I tell you what, he got a bad kiss there. Skyler's going to be banking. He might get out from here. I mean, it's a distinct possibility if this ball gets down. What I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, look at this. Banking for the cash. I said if that ball did, I said if he got that first ball down, he could bank out. This is pretty stiff. Let's see how he handles it. He's rolling this ball. Yeah. What a call. There you go. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I called that one right. I said that if he might have got the first one down, he'd probably get out, and that's exactly what he did. That's got to be painful for Vitaliy. You remember at the beginning of that rack, Vitaliy banked 4 balls in a row and was up 4-0 before Skler even got to shoot. And Skler was able to steal that rack away from him at the end there. Now, the game before that, Vitaliy did kind of the same thing. He was up in balls, and he kind of scratched a few times, gave a couple of balls back, and he was able to come back. So let's see what he's able to do here. Down 2-1. I'll tell you what, he didn't get much movement there. Yeah, he's banking the 9. Looks like he's banking the 9 ball. He's banking one of them. No, he's probably banking the ball beside the 9-1 rail. Let's see what he does. No, it looks like he's banking the 9. No, wow, he split the gut with that. That was strong. How'd he hit it? Is he shooting this opposite-handed? He is. He's going to use the bridge. If you're just joining us, we are 2026 Derby City Classic Banks Division. Skyler Woodward versus Vitaliy Pastura. The score is 2-1 in game count and 1-0 in ball count. Skyler's winning, and Skyler's up in games. And in this rack, Vitaliy's up 1-0. you're just joining us, please do me a huge favor. Hit the like and subscribe button. Subscribe to the channel, Poolholics Billiards Network. We're going to be here all week streaming from the Derby, and got a lot of other matches in store for you. Looks like he's banking this ball straight back to his right. His left, I'm sorry. Oh, that's right. Here we go. Once back. Swish. Once back, right underneath him. Swish. 3-0 on ball count. Vitaliy Pastura is clearly the advocate of the early lead here. 2 rails, cross side. Now, it looks like Skler's wanting to stick him on the end rail down there. Might be trying to roll underneath this ball. Yeah, he made it. He's calling this ball 3 rails on the side. Okay, 4 rails. I didn't see that angle. He left it. Yeah, that's going to leave a mark. Skler's going to get loose here. He's going to get a ball down and be able to do something with the cue ball. And as the way the table lays here, if he comes down makes this ball and comes straight down table, he's going to leave himself with a very, very easy either A, cross side, or B, cross corner. So I really look for him to pick up a couple of balls here. That's going to leave a mark there. Yeah, he's not going to like that at all. He's crossing this ball. Once cross side. I tell you what, he almost hit the gutter on that. Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Score line is 4-0 in ball count, and he is banking cross side for the rack here. just joining, the score line is 2-1 in favor of Skler Woodward, and the ball count is 4-0 in favor of Vitaliy Pastura. Here we go, once back. I look for him to hit this ball pretty good. Wow, he double kissed. Two rails. It's a shot, right? Two rails in the corner. Not even looking at it. But he's going one on the side. Wow, that's steep. Pocket's so small there. I'm very familiar with this once in the side, but this is, like I said, look at this guy. Do you believe this? Really? Thank you very much. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to have one more rack. 2-2. At the end of 4 games, it's 2-2 with Vitaliy Pastura breaking in the 5th case game here. We're getting our money's worth on this one, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Manny Talibera. I want to thank each and every one of you all for supporting the stream and watching. Please do me a huge favor and subscribe. I'm only 999 people from being able to get the first part of the monetization down. And my goal was to actually get 1,000 subscribers and sell 200 books this week. I don't think either of those is going to happen, but I am going to be here all week. I am struggling with some health issues. I'm going to try and make it every day. We're going to try and give you some really good matches and also really good commentary. And again, I appreciate each and every one of you all for being here. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are in rack 5. Case game here. You would about have to give the advantage based on how everything has went to Vitaliy Pastura here. He has played really well. He's not managed as well as he would like. He's had a couple of scratches I'm sure he wishes he had back, but he's really been playing well. And to open accounts, he is going to probably be banking this one rail cross side to hold the cue ball back down table. Yeah, there you go. Now this ball favors banking in the corner, but he's going to bank cross side because he wants to hold the cue ball back down. He doesn't want the cue ball coming this direction. Jen. Wow. I'm going to have to make it to Derby City just so I can meet Vitaliy Pastura and ask him what he is aiming at. Whatever aiming system he has works really, really well, and I'd like to know what he's doing there. I'm extremely impressed here. Skyler's banking this ball 2 rails. Let's go. Boom. If he'd hit that ball a little harder, he'd have been somebody. What do I know? Wow. Oh, he's got to be really frustrated about that. That's great. Now, when he went and shook the table like that, I wonder what would have happened if the ball would have fell. That would have been great. We might have had a 30-minute intermission here. He's sending this ball and comes straight back down table. If you're just joining us, my name's Manny Talibera. I started the Poolaholics Billiard Network a couple of days ago. We're going to be streaming all week. We're going to be bringing you a lot more gambling matches as well as gambling stories. I've got a book coming out, Poolaholics, 50 Years of Gambling Stories. It will be out around somewhere around the 14th of February. Uh, and we will be selling a couple of, be doing a pre-sale for that book if I ever get the link done. Hopefully in the next few days, you can check back with me. You can also message me on the, message me on the social webs. If you message me on the Facebooks, I might be able to get you a link there. It's going to be $5 pre-sale on the book. The book will be out the 14th. The people who buy the pre-sale get a little bit early, and it will be available on Amazon. Now, this is the thing. I'm not crazy about the name Poolaholic, but I've got I've got the book mocked up already as far as the cover. We may change the name. Not 100% on that, but that it's basically 50 years of gambling stories. Local gamblers, regional gamblers, national gamblers, international gamblers, any match you can think of. We're going to be covering a lot of pool gambling stories here. So Skylar's going to be banking one rail in the corner. He's going to look at this. He's probably looking at two in the side. Yeah, I don't think it plays. I think he's just going to stick the cue ball. He's lining up to see if he can get it to clip, but I don't think it's quite there. See, he's probably going to come off the nine or one of these the pack there and put the cue ball somewhere back down there toward the head spot. I tell you, who does this better than anybody? I watched Bugs play Steve Oakes one time, and Bugs could get that cue ball throws to the first diamond on either side of the table from anywhere on the table. You left him the ball anywhere you wanted. He could basically go two or three rails off a ball, and he would literally stick that ball on the first diamond on the right or left hand side of the table, and he would freeze it every single time. Nice shot there. Um, he really got the maximum out of that. Now there is a bank here if he decides to take it on. I can't imagine him shooting it at this score line 2-2. Okay, he's sending off this ball and going three. Yeah. Yeah, he's going to do the same thing. And here, this is where he's had some errors. He's going to come off of this ball. He's just got to make sure he doesn't accidentally make one of these balls when he's doing this. He's got to come two or three rails out. But he's been snake bitten a couple times, made balls, and basically, I mean, he did that twice and made balls, and Skylar banked them in on him. Um, he came out really, really good here. He ran into a ball and he didn't get out down table, and he really didn't sell anything out. So he's fortunate here. I think Skylar's looking at this ball cross side, banking this ball, turning it up. It will bank. He's not. He's coming off this ball and going one or two rails back and forth. Things trying to thin this ball and go straight back up table. Yeah, hit it good. Skyler can bank this 9. It's pretty free. It looks like that's what he's going to do. The one. The one ball looks like. Jeez. No, he's probably going to bank this one right back to him. He's sending this ball and going straight back down. That's what he's doing. He didn't hit that ball very hard at all. If you're just catching the beginning of this, the score is 2-2 in the score count on the games, and 1-0 in balls. And it looks like Skyler's taking a break here. Um, it's a little bit deceiving. I'm still giving the edge in this match to Vitaliy to finish this thing up the way he's been shooting. I mean, he's been deadly accurate. He's just had a couple of minor errors. I want to thank each and every one of you all for watching the stream. My name's Manny Talavera, former pool room owner turned marketer. I've streamed quite a bit of streamed some pool and done a lot with the YouTube and the Zoom, but for whatever reason, when I try to put the two of them together, they don't want to play well with each other, and so I've streamed. This is my third match streaming, and we're just not getting a lot of views, and I think we're not getting a lot of views because the YouTube isn't accepting the live stream from the Zoom. They're letting it broadcast, but they're just not giving it any traction at all. So I'd really, really appreciate it if you would hit the like or at the very least hit the subscribe button so we can get a few more people in here. I'm only 999 from 1,000. That's where we're at. I started the stream a few days ago. Looks like they're doing some type of a raffle of some kind. We are. And again, I do appreciate each and every one of you for watching the stream. I know there are other streams out there that you can watch, and we are new. We don't have any subscribers yet. We don't have a library of videos, but I will be rectifying all of that. We will get more subscribers, and we're going to drop a lot of video in here. We're going to be streaming all week, and we're also going to be doing some live streaming of matches that have already went off, where either no one streamed the match or there were a lot of streams that didn't have any commentary, and we're going to stream those, and we're going to add color commentary to them. And then I've got other gambling matches we're going to be putting up as well. But if you're interested in the pre-purchase of the Poolaholics 50 years of gambling pool gambling stories, you can send me a DM on the Facebooks. Manny Talavera. You can find me on the Facebooks. I've got 2 different Facebook accounts. One has about 4,000. The other one has about 900. The smaller account's the one I spend the most time on now. The one with around 880 people, 890 people. You can message me there. You can get a pre-purchase of the book for $5. It will be out on Amazon Prime, KDP in around the 14th of February. I'm struggling with some health issues, so I might be a week late. But the goal is to actually get it out around that time. And we will have stories, like I said, local, regional, national, international players. A lot of gambling stories from people all over the world. Many Earl Strickland stories, Efren Reyes stories, and we're back. And here we go. Skyler's up one to zero in balls here, and he's sending this and coming probably 2 rails. He's going to come off this ball sideways and just go straight down table. And he wants to be very careful not to make any balls. That's what he wants to do here. Now, making a ball in this situation really wouldn't affect anything, but earlier he's done that a couple of times and got snake bit, so he's probably going to be very cognizant of that. Looks like Skyler's coming off the bottom ball, maybe, or the spot ball and coming around. I mean, he's got to shoot here, right? I mean, what can you possibly give up? Let's see if he does the patented aim thing before he shoots. Here we go. When he does that, it means doom. It means you're cooked. I don't, like I said, I have no idea what the heck he's aiming at. But I am going to have to find him, go to Derby City myself, and actually look him up and ask him what he's pointing at. Now, we do have a tournament, a pro tournament at John Wayne's in Indianapolis, Indiana. Maybe Vitaliy will show up there, and I can run into him and ask him what he's pointing at. $10,000 added event in February. The goal was actually get to go to Derby City and sell books, or at least get more pool stories. But health-wise, I haven't been able to do any of that stuff. By the way, if you do have a pool story you'd like in the book or you'd like to share, definitely contact me on the socials, or you can send me an email, mannytalavera@comcast.net. You can send me an email there as well. We have over 100 pool stories, but I would like a few more to put in the book. So if you have a pool story, please feel free to share. I wasn't sure if he got a rail. Apparently he got a rail though, because nobody's saying anything. Now this ball does bank. He can bank this. Look at this. And here we go. He's going to bank one rail or two. Wow, what's he doing? 9 ball? 2 rails? Ball in front of the 9 ball, 2 rails. 9 ball, 2 rails. 2 rails in the corner. Let's see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. See how he hits it. God, he widened that ball out so much. Score count in balls still 1-0 in favor of Skler. This ball, he might have just a little bit of trouble reaching. He's aiming. Like I said, that's your doom when he does that. Okay, now I'm going to give you all a little bit of color commentary, a little inside baseball. He's switching butts on the cue for this shot. He's done this a number of times. Okay, the reason he's doing this one is just to reach a little bit better. But a couple of times he switched when he didn't have a reaching problem, and I think he was adding weight to the cue for the bank. But this one is clearly to help him with the reach, and he split the wicket with that. 1-1. And I'm going to go down with the ship, but I'm telling you, I still feel like that Vitaly's going to figure out how to win this match. He's played excellent pool. He's made a couple of judgment errors, but his banking ability has been second to none. He's calling what's he doing? I think he called that ball right where it's standing, and he's shooting at 4. God, that's stiff. Yeah, look at this. 4 rails. Really? Wow. How'd he hit it? He's going to roll this ball in and just gel him up underneath all those balls. And I'll tell you, one thing for sure, Skyler's had the advantage from this part of the game here. I think here is where he's really, really excelled about playing this lockdown pool, squeezing the lemon and getting the maximum out of it. Vitaly's probably going to just touch this ball and draw back and try and freeze him to the back of that other ball there. He can actually go either direction doing this as well. He can shoot this ball and draw, or shoot the ball in front of him and draw. But he's just basically wanting to freeze him to the back of the ball right there. Yeah, I tell you what, he got the maximum out of that. And that's going to be one situation where making a ball actually helped him. Comes railing back up, try and probably get him between both of the balls. Just as good. This ball crosses one rail on the side, and I think with the minute Sky stood up, he knew he'd made a mistake there. This ball banks. 1-1 in ball count. He's banking this cross side. Two on the side. Two rails in the side pocket. That's what he's calling.
$13.65. The jackpot is going up. I'm going to draw another 2 tickets here, just a couple of minutes.
There's just not much here. There's really not. You got to be really, really careful. You got to keep the cue ball up table here. You got to keep them up on this side of the pack. You don't want to drop them down the other end. Now this ball does bank. I mean, he can twist this back and it will go, but it's very thin. Yeah, he's coming off the bottom of this ball to the side rail and then down toward the foot spot on the diamond in the center here. Yeah, he's just not one. He decided not to shoot at anything. I kind of saw that coming. I mean, this is the case game. They're really, really hot deep in this tournament. Every match at this point is probably worth at least 500,000, maybe $2,000 when you get toward the end. So, and then the other thing you got to consider too is, how, do they have a buyback? What's going on with that? Two rails. Here we go. He's making this two rails and drawing the cue ball straight back. Is what he's doing. Do you believe this guy? Well, I tell you what, he got the maximum out of the cue ball there. He just didn't leave anything. Um, I wouldn't shoot this one. I mean, if I was going to make a ball, I'd make the ball that Skler just banked. Yeah, it's just hard to find a place where you're not going to leave him on something. But I like lagging that ball in that Skler just banked down there and just trying to freeze him on that ball. I mean, as far as leaving him anything, that's probably as good as you're going to be able to leave him. And the other thing, shooting that ball, you're not so jacked up over the nine either. I mean, over the you're shooting that ball, you're also not so jacked up. So look at this. He must be listening to me. Yeah, I would lag this ball in and get the cue ball froze up against that ball as much as I can get it. Yeah, and the reason for this is he wasn't going to be shooting jacked up over that ball, shooting at that ball, and that's exactly what I was saying. Just roll that ball in and get him married to that ball. I mean, that's the safest thing you could do with him. He's calling this ball cross side even. That's what's crazy about this. Even with this. Now he's left a shot here. He's left a number of shots. You can cross this ball on the side. You can make the ball long around the corner.
And 186, that would be the same person probably.
Yeah, he's crossing.
It just is what it is.
Patented a aiming system there. Oh, he's playing. He's shooting one round. He's shooting one around the corner. Clearly not shooting the ball I was thinking about. That ball, I don't see the ball. I don't see this ball crossing in the corner, either of them. I just don't think it's there. Now, from our vantage point, we don't see exactly what they're seeing. And sometimes something might look like it doesn't quite go and it does. See, he's back to what I'm looking at, which is the cross side now. It looks like he's wanting to play cue ball here. Yeah, he's banking. He's going back to corner shot. Maybe this ball does just go. Yeah, after all of that, he thought better of it and just didn't shoot. Just basically played safe. Hang on, this is pretty slim pickings here. He can't bank this ball. What the hell happened? Wow. Oh, I don't know how it fell in, but remember, Vitaliy was jacked up over that ball, and somehow that ball ended up just falling in on him. He's banking once back to the left here, I'm sure. Yeah, okay. He's crossing this ball. I would cross this ball in the corner down here to the left, lower left. He's crossing it in the upper right. It is a much safer shot though, banking it top right up there. He's just lagging the cue ball to the end rail here from with this bank is what he's doing.
Once again, the two numbers drawn for $1,385 jackpot is 188 and 186. 5 minutes to draw two more.
There's nothing here. He might be looking at two on the side here. No, he called corner. I think is he possibly banking this ball one round in the corner by that ball? It's exactly what he's doing. Jen, how did he hit that one? Wow. What do I know? Yeah, he's calling that ball. He's calling in the corner. I'm like, what's he shooting in the corner here? Margin for error. And this is probably going two on the side or three in the corner. Is that what he's doing? That shows you can't leave these guys anything for him to bank that ball in the corner like that with that ball sitting there. Wow. That might be a game winner there. He got loose. He can get one more down. 3-1 ball count. Skylar Woodward over Vitaliy Pastura. He just made two balls out of nowhere there. He hit them both really well. I've been waiting for one of them to do this. I don't think this is the time to make that ball though. Yeah, way better banking that ball and putting the cue ball on the side rail to the left over there. That's what he's looking at doing. He's wanting to bank that ball down table here and put the cue ball all the way over on the left hand rail over here to the side. And there ain't nothing wrong with this either. Lagging down, just touching one of those, maybe freezing them on that ball to the side. God, he hit that ball pretty firm. I think Skylar's gonna cross this ball one round the corner. Yeah, here we go. makes it really easy to shoot this ball the way the table is. You can't really sell much of anything out, especially if it hits at pocket speed. It's gonna rattle. And he knew he made it before it hit the, before it got to the side pocket, he knew it was in. 4-1 in ball count here. Skylar Woodward is going to be shooting for the game here. He's probably going to make this ball and stick him. Looks like he's going to roll this in and leave the cue ball right there.
All right, Ricky Bryan, let's go on the drill 2-4. We got to find somebody out there that has the right ticket. I'll give you a block, $1,385 to get you yours to both sides. Okay, here we go. Good luck.
See what he does with it. I think he's playing it right back to him. I don't think he can hit that much of the ball, but he did.
070 or 254. Check your win tickets. We got either one. Come see me.
4 rails maybe, or maybe 1 rail crossing the ball, but the 1 rail looks to me like it's hard to beat the scratch. See, I don't think he'd want to make a ball here. He might want to come in behind that ball and just touch it. He could freeze on both of them as well. And he also could make the ball and jack him up. That might be what he's trying to do. I don't think that's going to get it done. I'm confused. Yeah, he's banking here. I mean, he's shooting all day on this. I guess Vitaliy just knows he's got to get balls in play. This ball might cross. He might be able to beat the kiss over there. It's thin. He can also bank this bank this as well. He can go 4 rails, he can go 1 rail. Looks like he's thinning it coming back down table. Well, it looked like he was about to shoot, the screen froze, and then he's back up. So he doesn't like it. If you're just joining us, my name's Manny Talavera. The score is 2-2, Skylar Woodward versus Vitaliy Pastura. The ball count is 4-1 in favor of Skylar Woodward. He's crossing this ball, and this is the one I said, I thought it went by. It's deceiving, but I think he might be able to get it down. And it could be it wouldn't go, and this was, he did what he wanted to do with the cue ball. He just basically rolled the ball across table and got back down table because he was trying to figure out a way to get back down table also. Well, he left a little bit here. He left a couple of shots. He's got the ball 2 rails on the side. He can shoot this 2 in the side. He can shoot it 1 in the side because he seems to like that angle as well. Yeah, he's going 1 around 2 on the side here. That's what he's shooting. No, he's not. I don't know what he was thinking there. I mean, if he's got the ball on the ball on the spot clearly went. He's making this 1 around the corner. I would cross this in the side. Ball also crosses. There's nothing wrong with that. I just can't believe he passed up the bank the spot shot cross corner versus anything else. Let's see how well he hits it. I tell you what, he played cue ball really well there. Vitaly's at some point going to have to shoot one of these and just throw caution to the wind. And if he splits the pocket with it, he has a chance to continue to shoot and run out. He's banking this one once back to our left. There we go. We freeze. It must be over. Because that's what happens every time the match is about over. And I'll tell you what they're doing. Yeah, it's over. So Skler must have won the match. And I tell you what's going on here. For what we're not doing, we're not seeing the finishing shots because when the match is over, what they're doing is they're basically ending the stream, and we're on a delay, so we don't see it. Skler took it down, but I appreciate you all being here. Definitely check back. We're going to have other matches in the next 15 or 20 minutes. I'll be running something else, but I appreciate it and thanks a lot.